Okay. Once again, Sam will be starting out since I died immediately last time. We'll see how this goes. We haven't been having a lot of luck. We're on part 3 and we've gotten 1 star on accident.
Yeah.
This is going to be a long Let's Play if we even finish the game.
How was it that you're supposed to do long jumps?
Hold Z and A.
Oh, okay.
Like, you have to hold Z and then hit A right after you hold Z. You can't, but if you hold Z too long and, like, you're not moving, then you just kind of do a backflip. I had that trouble last time.
It's hard to do it
Okay, so,
after so many years.
Like, you've talked about how, last segment, well, how your game tastes have changed throughout the years. What would you say, like, now, at this point, has been your favorite 64 game?
At this point, I haven't played any of them in so long that I can't decide.
Oh.
But it might be this one because I like how you don't really need to do what you're supposed to do in it. You can just kind of play around.
Have you ever played through on like Zelda, either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask?
No, we didn't have that one. No.
You haven't played through either of them?
No.
I've played through, and once again, haven't beaten. There's very few 64 games that I've actually beaten.
I don't know if there's any I have beaten.
I've beaten Battletanx. I think that's I've
gotten pretty far in Battletanx GA.
I've beaten Battletanx, Battletanx Global Offensive when I was playing through it on emulator. I'm not sure if it counts. And
you don't think beating it on emulator counts?
I've beaten Sarge's. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I've beaten it. And I've beaten Sarge's Hero, but not the 64 version. I've beaten the PC version. Which is weird, because the controls on the PC version are absolutely awful. I was actually planning on doing a Let's Play of it, but like the controls were just so, like... I mean, I got like halfway through the game.
What's so bad about the controls?
In like a half hour. They're just so bad. I'll show you after we're recording this, I guess.
Okay.
They're just awful. Maybe I'll still do it, because I got through like half the game in like a half hour. Just from like strafing and spamming the fire button.
You think it'd be possible to have like Half-Life on
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Because like, I mean, you could it could run Quake and they use similar engines. Like they basically use the same engine, just the Gold Source engine supports GPU rendering.
What are you talking about?
Half-Life.
Yeah, what about Half-Life? Like,
do you think it could run on
a 64? The original Half-Life?
Yeah. Half-Life 2 definitely could.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
And here's why. I'm going to specifically talk about the draw distance in Nintendo 64 games. Most, like 90% of games, especially ones that weren't first party, Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, they don't have this problem. But like every other game has horrible draw distance.
Yeah, they do.
And they try and hide it. They have that fog.
Yeah.
Like every single Nintendo 64 game just has fog.
Well,
and I don't think it could be able to play.
Have you played Quake before?
Not the original. I played Quake Live.
Because on Quake 1, they have that for the Nintendo 64, and I mean it's about the same tech level as.
You're gonna need to get some coins or something.
Yeah.
There's.
Try getting the red one over.
No, but the Nintendo 64.
Both the same tech level as Half-Life.
Oh, there's some under the bridge. Did the Nintendo 64 version have fog?
It might have had like a black fog, to make it look like dark, kind of like they did in Doom.
Because Turok,
which would actually kind of fit with the atmosphere of Half-Life, having a black fog.
The game Turok 2 on this Nintendo 64, it has some fog, but I don't think it's that bad. So, and also, speaking of which, I don't know because I haven't played Sarge's Hero in a long time on the 64, but when I was playing through it on the PC, the fog is horrible.
Oh
in the
yeah,
PC version.
the fog on that one is really close up.
Is it like that on the second one for the 64?
No, but that one I think has a lot more. That one has a lot. Like it's not as wide open of maps. I don't think. But you can see
wait,
pretty
how
far.
did you know? How did you know like the Sarge's Hero had really bad fog?
Because I've played the PC version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't remember like the 64 version having that bad of fog. But yeah, the PC version at least is awful. It's so bad. Like the enemies will shoot you before you can see them, and the only reason like you can actually like beat the game is because well, what I do is I'll check like my map constantly and then just like adjust to where the enemies are and shoot into the fog. Or if you're close enough to them at the point where their aggro starts on you, the fog is still there, but you can like shoot them because that has like an auto aim feature kind of thing.
Oh, and also the world is not enough. That was the James Bond game that I have.
Oh, for 64?
Yeah.
Really?
That one has kind of open maps, and it doesn't have a problem with the fog. That one probably has about as open of maps as Half-Life does. Though with Half-Life, they might have to divide up the maps more than they are. Yeah.
And they're already divided up a lot.
Yeah.
But I guess that shouldn't be as big of an issue because cartridges have a better load time.
Yeah, they do have a lot faster.
Assuming the game can
discs.
even fit on a cartridge.
Well,
well, I'm sure, like, assuming you were to put it on a Nintendo 64, you could probably, like, modify the cartridge in some way to give it more memory.
Yeah, you can. You can, like, with cartridges, you can do a lot of stuff. Like, on Star Fox for SNES, there's a GPU in the cartridge.
That, actually, only tangentially related, but the original Donkey Kong 64, you know how it came with the expansion bay?
Yeah.
The reason it came with that is because originally, when they were like playtesting and everything, there was just a terrible game-breaking bug in the game that only happened if you didn't have the expansion bay, and they could not figure it out.
Oh.
So they ended up actually selling the game with the expansion bay.
Huh.
And I learned that from the Conker's Let's Play, actually.
Oh.
Because a lot of the people that worked on Conker's worked on.
So what does the expansion actually do? I never understood what that was for.
I don't know for sure. I think it just adds more memory, maybe.
Oh,
and but I also think it has like, I don't know. I think it adds more memory, but I'm not positive.
This ground seems to be slippery in this part. I don't remember it being slippery there, so I'm kind of stuck in this area. Oh.
On the right side, you haven't died yet. You seem to have like not very good luck staying alive.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa.
Dun, 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 dun,
Pushed me back instead of hurting me. Oh, no.
You need to get more coins, Sam. There should be, or not. I was gonna say there should be some to the left up there. Oh, you gonna wait up?
Coin over here.
That one must have already died.
It's too bad you can't mine these guys for coins. Just spend a few hours picking them up and throwing them around. And I'm gonna... Oh, good.
That would make the 100 coin star too easy, though.
Yeah.
Which we will definitely not be getting. We will not be getting those.
Yep.
Oh, back to like favorite 64 games. Mine would probably be Battletanx. Honestly, I don't know. I had so much fun with that game.
Yeah, that one is...
I really wish 3DO wouldn't have gone under, because then we might have another Battletanx game.
Also, 3D
And
3DO
Army
made
Men.
some pretty good games.
Yeah, Army Men was one of my favorite series ever. Like, my favorite Army Men game is World War. Army Men World War. It's an amazing game. I love it.
Oh yeah, I think that one's like an RTS, right?
It's
2D,
kind
right?
of. Have you ever played the original Army Men games?
I think one of them I played.
They're like top-down shooters and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But like Army Men World War just gives you like so much more control over
Froze.
like your squad and stuff. Then like you can control individual guys. In the original Army Men and Army Men 2, you can only have like control over your main Sarge and give like indirect kind of orders to the other guys. And I probably didn't play the game how it was meant to be played, but the way I usually like to do it, because I don't know, I guess I just like had more control over this way. I would basically like play through the whole game with one guy, but I would go through without trying to like have a single guy die. And I think I'll actually like do a playthrough of that. I tried installing it. Wait, is that a new star?
What star did you
It
get?
looks gold. No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay, that doesn't count. But yeah, it stopped installing at 87%.
Oh.
Maybe I'll try it again, and if anything else, I'll just
Maybe.
like
You could
re-get
maybe
it.
try it on a virtual machine, maybe running Windows 95. Was
Oh
that
no,
about that
it's
era?
not. No, it's not that old. It would run fine. I use fine lightly. Have you played the Age of Empires 2?
Maybe.
Well, it's not important for that. There's a problem with the game where if you play it on newer systems or newer PCs,
Yeah.
The color palette looks like really weird and glitchy.
Oh, yeah.
I think Worms Armageddon might have that problem too. It doesn't on PC. I have it on Steam, but same like the HD version of Age of Empires 2 doesn't have that problem either. But anyway, Army Men 2, like I don't know, on the newer PCs there are like huge spots in the map sometimes with just like one solid color, like green or
Oh
blue.
yeah, I think I remember. I think we like played it together like one time a long time ago, and
Oh,
I
played
think I
against each
remember-
other? We might have.
Yeah. I remember there being
But yeah.
like black squares everywhere.
Yeah, it depends on the map. Sometimes they're blue, but yeah,
Yeah.
It seems like either blue or black or like a green color. I don't know why it keeps freezing.
Yeah.
I've done this star before. I know you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just get lucky. So I want to play through that game, but there's actually a program for the computer that you can use to run Age of Empires 2. It's called the Palette Suspender.
Oh.
And it makes it so you can run the game fine. Because I think the problem is like, I don't remember what it's called. It's like Windows EXE or whatever. And when you close it, it like minimizes this taskbar and like your whole desktop and everything.
Yeah.
It basically like disables that while the game runs, and then it fixes the
Oh,
problem.
Explorer.
Yeah, Explorer. There you go. Couldn't remember. And I think the program might work for World at War 2.
Uh-huh.
So I'll try that. Oh, but another interesting thing is the original Army Man, it has some trouble running on some newer systems sometimes.
Mhm.
But when I got it working, it never had like that palette problem as World War. But I guess Age of Empires 1 never had the palette problem either. It was only Age of Empires 2.
That's strange.
Yeah.
They must use some kind of library that has that problem.
Yeah.
Oh, do you like rock it over there or something?
No.
Oh, that just unlocked somehow.
Other PC problems with games I have. Have you ever played Brothers in Arms, Earned in Blood, or any of the Brothers in Arms?
No, those are like mid 2000s.
They still make them, but yeah, it's a first-person shooter with squad mechanics. Like you can control a squad. It's really cool. Honestly, one of my favorite shooters. But it has a problem on Windows 7 and later. The DRM in the game.
Oh, yeah, DRM causes a lot of compatibility issues.
Yeah, it's such a pain. But the problem with this game is like when you try installing it on newer PCs like Windows 7 and later, it literally like will crash your computer. Not just the game, it will crash your computer.
Wow,
it's
like
called like
Blue screen of death kind of stuff.
yeah, something like that. I don't think I got a blue screen. I think it literally just like shut off my computer and
Wow.
everything. But yeah, and then like when I had to restart it, I had to use the system backup.
Wow.
So like I had to restore it like from an hour earlier to get it how it was, and that was so annoying. But I hear like the Steam version doesn't have that DRM, so you can still play it.
Yeah.
I will probably get it in some fashion and replay through that game because I love it, and it would be perfect for LAN parties. I think it has a level editor, but it's like one of those level editors where it's it's more complicated because it's literally what the developers used.
Yeah.
But if
sometimes the stuff that the developers use is really nice though, like with
Warcraft 3?
Yeah, and with the Source Engine games, they have a pretty nice editor.
The Hammer editor.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of old-fashioned, but it's usable.
I've never actually used that, but I think it'd be fun. But we need to find like more games for LAN parties.
Yeah. Well, like with some games, their map editors, like you need the manual open at all times to be able to use it.
But there are some games like that where it has it has a map editor, but like without any documentation for it.
Mm-hmm. And if it's not that popular of a game, then like
you can't figure out how to use it. Yeah. And but yeah, so if I can ever get a version of that game to work, I would like to play that at LANs because it's really fun. And, plus when you're playing with multiple people, it is literally like a huge war because, you're one person controlling a squad, and then you have multiple people with multiple squads.
Wow.
It's a fun game. I love it.
I think Arma might be a fun game to play at a LAN party, but like with everybody on the same team against maybe like AI or
Luke.
or Luke, or maybe like a team like online.
Yeah. But the only problem with that is we'd need actually decent computers for everybody.
Yeah, and also decent teamwork skills.
Maybe we'll cut.
Yeah.
We might cut part of it. Oh. Come on, I just want to get one more star.
Do you know what that one game that was like made in cooperation with the army was? It was like I think Soldier appeared in the title of it.
I know what you're talking about. Like American Soldier, I think is what it's called.
No, well, there's America's Army. Then there's
American
another
Army.
one that was like some kind of tactical shooter.
I think
It was kind of like
Army,
Brothers in Arms.
I think it's called America's Army. Isn't
No,
it?
there's America's Army. Then there was another game.
I don't know what the other one was.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. But I don't know if we'd be able to play that because that's more of like large amounts of people playing it, and we have 8.
I think this one it was
6 if we're
made
lucky.
for single player,
Oh, I've never heard
or
of
maybe
that
just like a few people.
one. Have you ever heard of Moonbase Alpha?
Oh yeah,
It's-
the NASA game.
Yeah, it's like the Army game only with NASA.
Yeah, I've actually kind of played that at all.
I think that would be fun to play.
Yeah,
Apparently, for the community for that game is literally like amazing though.
like what do you mean?
I don't know if it's still around, but like, it's
Well,
a
it's
fun.
not that old of a game.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't know how big the community is
Yeah.
anymore because it's a few years old and it's one of those like kind of like not quite as popular games.
Yeah,
But usually those have a more dedicated community, I think. But apparently, like the community is just awesome and fun. But I don't know. Maybe it's the most toxic thing in the world. Like there's the one joke and again, where they just like repeat John Madden over and over and over in the game, because like the game has like a robot voice player thing.
I heard like if there's this one sentence, and if you say it in the game, it crashes the game.
That'd be fun. But I think we should play that at a LAN. Oh,
Yeah, it could build teamwork exercises for us. Then we could play Left 4 Dead together.
we got 2 stars, and it only took 3 segments to get 2 stars. Oh, that took so long. I'm so happy. Well, we'll see you guys next time, maybe.